Now you guys are going to be my mighty warriors, okay? And so you have to look the part. Here, I want you to fold your arms. I want you to really look like with a growl. I mean, like bring those eyebrows down. I want you to look, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You're looking good. You're looking good. You look great. Hang with me.
You can't stop laughing.
And so David, he's got this kingdom falling apart.
That's all I can hold it.
He's got this kingdom falling apart. And there's nobody around him except these mighty warriors who are fiercely loyal. And he's in the fight for his life, and it appears in 2 Samuel chapter 23 that he's literally surrounded by the enemy. And we learn in here that he is literally dying of thirst because one or all of the mighty warriors overhear him begging for a glass of water. And so, without any prompting from David at all, they conspire. You guys conspire. They conspire. Quietly. More quietly. And they decide they're going to go to Bethlehem, where apparently the only watering well is, and they're going to get water. There's one problem. Okay, quit conspiring. Oh, man. Well, I've got news for you. Hold your hands. Growl. They all go. But they have to break through front lines to do it. They have to sacrifice their lives if they need to. Break through front lines, get the water, break through the front lines to get back. You guys need to look like you're...
Oh no!
And so they break through... So they break through the front lines. And they come back with a simple glass of water. And they give it to their king. Go ahead, give me the water. Where's the water? We have to have water. Oh, you. Okay, I don't think they had plastic bottles at that time, but that's okay. So they come back with the water. And then they hand it to David, and he does the strangest thing. Verse 16. So the three mighty men broke through the camp of the Philistines and drew water from the well of Bethlehem, which from the well of Bethlehem, which was by the gate, and took it and brought it to David. Nevertheless, he would not drink it, but poured it out to the Lord. He did what's seemingly the most ungrateful, unthinkable, unimaginable thing. They had just risked their lives to bring him that water, and he pours it out at their feet. Now, none of that makes any sense to us if it weren't for those last three words. To the Lord. You see, David was so humbled by their act of sacrifice, their offering of sacrifice, that by his actions was saying, no man is worthy of such a sacrifice, only to the Lord. And so what he was actually doing was he was honoring those men. The gentlemen standing behind me are worthy of such honor. Woo. And there are others, and I don't want to leave any out, Norman, and others. But these four men have been fiercely loyal to me and fiercely loyal to this body. And they are worthy of our honor today. I met David. Do you remember when I met you? October 15th, 2008, when Nan and I came to interview here. David sat in on the interview right over across the street, or across the parking lot in the fellowship hall. He wasn't on the board. David just wanted to make sure that the board chose the person that God had already called. Most of you may not even know it, but each and every one of you are affected by David's ministry each and every week. Whether it's Sunday school curriculum, or whether it's just your children and your students being met at the door. Most of them, many of them call him uncle. Just because of the way he treats them and makes them feel when they come into the foyer. As far as I know, in the 8 years I've been here, David's never been on this platform during the service. Till now. Yet each and every one of you are affected each and every week by his ministry here. He's never served in children ministry or student ministry in the 8 years I've been here. Yet his relationship with many of your children and teens is unmeasured. The things that David does here is innumerable.
Amen.
Tony's another one who affects each and every ministry here. Whether it's men's ministry, women's ministry, student ministry, children's ministry, you name it. For one thing, he's our only bus driver for over a year.
Amen. Bless his heart.
I've personally and publicly fired him from the sound booth more than Donald Trump. But do you know there is not a single righteous thing that this man would not do for me or for you?
That's right.
He has a pastor's heart because the way he cares for many of you and cares for people outside of these walls. Farrell is my go-to guy. When I have a problem to solve, I just go to bring it to Farrell. And he'll work at it until he's got a solution. Often conferring with the guys up on the stage or Norman or others. He will get it done. I don't know of a single event or project where Farrell has not rolled up his sleeves and been a part of it. Yet I also can't think of a single time he actually ever signed up for something. Yet I always include him in my head count because I know he'll be there. And then Marcus here, he's my right-hand man. He is my rest. He is my encourager.
Thank you, Lord.
My counselor, my teacher, my pastor, my friend. He is my sounding post when I want to whine, and I whine a lot. And I never have to worry that he's not the truth. He'll tell me no matter how much it may hurt. There is nothing, but nothing that these four guys would not do for me or for you.
That's right.
They are fiercely loyal. And just as David's mighty warriors will still be there after King David is long gone, they'll pass their loyalty on to King Solomon and so on and so forth. After I'm long gone, these guys will still be here and still be fiercely loyal to those who follow me. Keeping Mary's Chapel the beacon of hope and light that it is. And now before we honor them with our applause, I'd like to ask their wives to come up here and stand beside them. Notice how all the guys get up.
Ain't your wife, don't worry about it.
Let me get the wives up here. Because I want to I want to recognize the wives today as well, not for their own ministries to this body, but for their sacrifices that they make, personal sacrifices that they make, so that their husbands can do what they do. I don't know of 8 more perfect examples of Jesus' golden rule than those up here standing on the platform today. And I'd like to ask my wife to come up here. I have a small token of thanks that I wanted to recognize you with. Farrell, who has Farrell's? Nan, you come on up here. You can take the flowers, Nan. Farrell, this says David's Mighty Warriors, Farrell Patterson, Mary's Chapel, 2016. I love you. I love you. David? Who has David's there? David, you're a dear friend. I love you. Thank you, everybody. And Tony? Thank you, Tony. I love you. And Marcus. Thank you, brother. Let's give them all a hand.